Chapters. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to our man Al in Homosassa. What's going on, brother?
Isn't it wonderful? I went ahead and invested in your Tiger dollars, and I went ahead and got the gold report for a year, and also your morning your call letter and stuff like that. And I got over a 50% return in one day, not counting everything else. But I just want to thank you. Tom's not perfect, but he tells you how to put your stops in, and he keeps your losses small. You can take your small losses, but then all of a sudden you'll be like Babe Ruth, and you'll hit a home run. I mean, a big home run. Yeah. And put the money in your pocket.
Okay, brother. You're awesome, man. Thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Make it a great night, folks. Express your own divinity. Always do your best. You don't need the acceptance of others. You don't need knowledge or great philosophical concepts. You have the right to be you and to express your own divinity by being alive, loving yourself, and loving others. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 246, NASDAQ up 175, S&P's up 41. Gold contract up at $10.10, trading at $2,378 an ounce. We have silver flat. $31.06 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 85 cents. $82.27 a barrel. Copper up a penny at $4.58 a pound. Notes and bonds. 10-year note up 2 ticks, trading 110.15. The 30-year up 8 at 118.22. And King dollar trading down 75 ticks, 105.054. Euro 108. Yen at 161. British pound 128 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, the grind is on, man. There's no two ways about that. It's a one-way market, and we'll see how the whole baby shakes out. But right now, guess what? The momentum is there. SPY's up $4.15, 21 million shares. Now, it's going to be a monster contraction out here today. Well, we'll see what happens right at the close, because at the close we could get some volume. But right now, you just don't have the volume. The Qs, and I brought this up on the update, and it sounds hard to believe, but, you know, there's ABC structures there to 519, and 514, rather, and we're at 502. So that's a long way from where we are. We've done 19 million shares out here. I mean, this thing should be banging out like, you know, right now we should be on 30, 32 million to do 40 something, but we'll see how this shakes out into the close also. Big number. Gold. Now, the gold equities are taking off, but let's do it. If we look at the contract first, what you're going to see, because the CPI, I'm leading this up to the CPI tomorrow morning. So the gold contract's up $9.80, 141,000 contracts. Got up to 23.93. You know, we're 23.77. That's saying that we're still having a hard time, you know, busting through the downdraft when gold was down $102. And the top of that range is 24.06. We made it 23.93 today, but you can see the contraction was pretty dramatic. Now, let's do this. Let's go to the GLD. I'm just curious, because the inside of the ETF structures, you haven't had, that's, yeah, I knew that wasn't right, GLD, 1 second, there we go. Okay, so the GLD is the ETF for the gold structure, for the contract. Huge contract. 4.3 million. Going into 5 million. Going into 5 million. Going into 9 million. See, it's the 9.5 million. Oh, that one's there is on the 25th. It's two different ones here. 1 second. Let's do this both ways. Oh, I see what's happening. Yeah, so we went down on 12, went up on 3. Right? That needs more volume. There's no two ways about it. And then we go to the dollar. We take, well, actually, let's go, because tomorrow morning you can expect a lot of movement with the CPI. The 10-year is right at the top of its range, you know. So that 10-year, we'll see where that 10-year is going to move. Right now, today, it's a flat market out there. And then if we go to the dollar, what you're going to see inside the dollar is that the dollar is teetering on the higher range and the lower range, and has been. You know, right now you're just barely in the higher range. Came down the line. We broke the line on Friday, closed above it. Broke the line on Thursday, stayed below it. So Thursday we stayed below it, jumped above it again on Friday, has stayed above it both of these days. And it's all about the interest rate structure tomorrow with the CPI. There's no two ways about that, and we'll see how that moves markets. We take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here, and, you know, we know the deal here. You know, NVIDIA's up $3. You got Advanced Micro up 5. You have, where's Tesla? Apple's up 3. Tesla's up $1. It was up a lot more than that at one particular point. TSLA, let's go look at Tesla for a second. Yeah, so while Tesla hit 267, you're 264, nothing heavy there. Put this on a weekly. Yeah, I mean, Tesla looks to me like you are heading to the $300 area, 264. That's how it's set up now. You had a huge week last week, huge volume too. And what that did do is, yeah, you broke that downtrend with force. You can see right through the bar. That sets up the 299. Big numbers, man. Big numbers, no doubt about it. We go into the silver market. We take a look at silver. Yeah, silver's not much action out here today. Now let's go to the gold stocks, though. We got our man Frank up in Gloucester, and I'm sure he's a happy camper today because we were talking about AEM, and I thought AEM was going to go the other way, and AEM just went from 64 to 73. And here's the good news, folks and Frank, okay? It's a monster ABC up to the highs of 89. That's what's going to happen here. It's going to blow away the weekly, and it's going to have the volume. So this is a huge ABC up. You take a look at this and look at it. It is a monster. And the thing that's wild is that it's the high is 89. This is an ABC up to 90. So real action. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We have our guest, Elliot Wallenbach. He's the vice president, senior vice president, institutional ETF strategist. We are going to be talking ETFs, leveraged and non-leveraged. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
The stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
Tigers, it's back. The annual July Tiger Dollar Sale. If you've been wanting to try one of our products, from our stellar newsletters to educative webinars, now is the time. From now until July 22nd, we're offering a 20, 30, even a 40% bonus on Tiger Dollar purchases. After being applied to your account, your Tiger Dollars will be used for all purchases. They can be easily transferred and never expire. If you want to receive a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus when purchasing Tiger Dollars, now's your chance. This is a perfect opportunity to try out a newsletter or save big on your current subscription. This deal is only available until July 22nd, so lock in your bonuses fast. Go to TFNN.com today to lock in your bonus. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 258. You get the NASDAQ up 174. S&Ps are up 42. Let's get over to our man, Mr. Elliot Wallenbach. Elliot is the Senior Vice President of Institutional Institutional ETF Strategist for Direction. And, of course, we trade these Direction shares each and every day. And with this bull run that's been going, it is pretty incredible. There's no doubt about that. Elliot, welcome back to TFNN.
Hey, Tom, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here once again.
Yeah, and, you know, the bottom line is that Sherwin-Williams, I mean, they must be really happy because the last time I had you on, I don't think they sold any red paint, just all green paint, Elliot.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
I'm telling you. Now, let's talk about, you know, of course, Direction, folks, okay, has the bull, the bear, leveraged, unleveraged, okay? We know that, which is just a great thing, that Direction was way ahead of it, and the single stock ETFs also. And I want to talk a little bit about Tesla, because when you look at Tesla, you know, you have the singles, meaning the 1-to-1, and you have the 2-to-1. And I'm looking at this market cap, Elliot, and it's pretty. Now, I'm not talking about the market cap of, you know, Tesla itself. I'm talking about the market cap of your ETF. I mean, they have just piled into that. I think it's 2.1 or 2. It's 2.1 billion right now. You got market cap inside the TSLL. I mean, that's pretty incredible, man. You talk about nice liquidity, right? That you can get into Tesla for $16 with a double. I mean, and folks, this is a trading vehicle, okay? Every night they, you know, reprice themselves, okay? But I'm sure Direction in itself, they're pretty happy that they come out with these pretty early, huh?
Yeah, no, definitely. Like you said, these are, short-term tactical trading tools, but, Tesla has really, in our TSLL, which is the, 2X bull
yes.
off Tesla, we've seen a lot of activity. We've seen it all year, but, especially with, Tesla, the stock itself, turning positive last week, where it was at one point down, almost 40% for the year. Again, Tesla stock, that is, and now it's recovered, recently after they posted, more delivers than expected. And we've seen a lot of trading into our bull product. And, what we actually also like to see is last week with that pretty strong run up in Tesla, we saw actually some outflows in our bull product, and that's traders taking profits.
Okay.
And inflows into the short product, TSLS, which is a single inverse. So, it's kind of the contrarian view that, when we see inflows in and also traders taking profits out, when something's run up, pretty well in a week span.
And what Ellie's talking about here, folks, which is amazing, in 10 trading days, and inside the TSLL, remember, it's, 2-for-1 leverage, okay? But the bottom line is that that's up, 97%. Which, hey, listen, man, we know it. And it looks to me like Tesla's actually going to 300, so we'll see how that shakes out. Now, that's not even talking about the aspect of what happens, folks, whether you're trading NVIDIA, whether you're trading Microsoft. And let's talk about Microsoft a little, because Microsoft, I mean, you talk about on a tear, right? And, of course, on Microsoft, you got the METU and the METD. METU, folks, is the bull. METD is the bear. That also, has some action going on. There's no doubt about it, man.
Yes, no, definitely. Yeah, across all the single stock ETFs that we provide, we have all Magnificent Seven names, including, you mentioned Microsoft, MSFU, and we've just seen a really strong pickup in trading in these. I mean, you have Alphabet, Apple, Meta, all hit all-time highs last week. The Magnificent Seven has definitely been on a tear this week, and this month and year. And we've seen definitely a pickup in trading, short-term trading in the 2X products, where traders are looking to take a short 2X view on one of these names. And yes, they're very powerful products when used correctly.
Yeah, it's so cool in general, and folks in general, these products they've had for a couple of years now. So they were ahead of the whole deal, which you're picking out some great stocks, man, on a longer term basis, not just on a short term basis, which is pretty cool. So now let's go to Be Here Now. Be Here Now. We got CPI tomorrow morning, and we know the CPI is going to move some. We'll see how this shakes out. But what are you thinking about the CPI?
Yeah, no, it's definitely it's going to be an important number tomorrow and report. We saw Powell testimony to Congress yesterday and today.
Yes,
and just saying how data dependent they're still sticking to that rhetoric around the potential to cut rates. And so definitely from his rhetoric from this past week. And that report coming out, they want to see strengthening confidence that inflation is kind of coming down. So that's going to be definitely a very important report coming out tomorrow. And the ways to trade that is, especially around the rate space, we do have 20+ year Treasury bull and bear 3X ETFs.
Right.
TMF is a bull, TMV is a bear. And that is a way to short-term trading around, any of these, Fed meetings, Powell testimony to Congress this week, and especially around any, reports on inflation that will move, the Treasury, curve. So definitely will be a big report tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of action coming into, both those ETFs.
Yeah, and they're great. Yeah, great. I trade those a lot because when it does happen, folks, okay, outside of like reports like this, they don't move as much, but you can seem to get a better handle on how they trend. That's me personally. I don't want to put words in all these traders' mouths, okay? But the difference there is pretty cool outside of the fact when we get these reports in, because this thing can spike either way in about 2 seconds, right? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there's no doubt about that. So when we take a look, and now going forward, earnings. We're coming right into earnings again, okay? So coming into earnings again, this is where, folks, you can go back to the single ETFs, okay? Because the bottom line is that we know that's what's moving, and depending where they go, that's what's going to be happening with earnings. Actually, you know what I want to do? Let's jump to gold, because what has happened, which is really strange, there hasn't been the ETF flow, not just on direction, on everyone going in there. So how is that? How is it going with the nugget and with the dust? Where are we at with those?
Yeah, we've seen gold, gold itself rallying today.
Yes.
On Basil's commentary, and also.
Yeah. Well, listen, Elliot, I'm sorry that was a quick 9 minutes, man. I always appreciate the education, man. You have a great one, safe one. We'll hold on tight for that CPI tomorrow morning, and we look forward to speaking to you again.
No, thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks so much, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening Call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
The consistency you're looking for is closer than you think. 1 or 2 adjustments are usually all you need to change your equity curve from red to green and keep it there. Come join Larry Pesavento live to learn what separates the winners from the losers. Join Larry Pesavento on the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where Larry will show you the market setting up and, most important of all, the state of mind of a winning trader. By watching Larry trade, you'll learn the Fibonacci levels, you'll learn how to apply A to B to C to D trading patterns, you'll learn trade management, pattern recognition, and much more. Join Larry Pesavento Friday, July 12th and Friday, July 26th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time for 3 hours of live trading. For this month only, use promo code LarryJuly24 at checkout to save $50 on your first month subscription. For all the information and to reserve your spot today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This portion of the Tom O'Brien Show is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 254, Nasdaq's up 175, S&Ps are up 42. Let's go to our man Costa in Boston. Costa, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, Tom?
Good, man. Yourself?
Doing fine. How was your 4th?
It was good. I actually went away for about a week, as you folks know, and had a blast. It was fun.
Tell me, Newmont. I got Newmont at a much lower price. I'm a happy camper. I got it at 33.
I know.
And it's at 45 and change. Tell me, Tommy, Newmont, if I'm reading this correctly, if gold, like analysts say, 26.50.
Yeah.
Am I reading this correctly? A $60 company on it?
Yes. So the first one, you're just going to hang tough here, man. So I have the chart up here, right? So, bottom line, Newmont today is the one that started this rally. Prior, at 7 o'clock this morning, Newmont was trading up $1.20, folks, okay? So you're at 45.53, 45.43. And you can see the next swing up here, my take is that this thing's going to run to like 55 right now. Now, 55 will probably give us a little flack. We'll see. 55 is when it's going to jump back inside the higher range too, Costa, okay? But my take is 55. You can see it broke its downtrend 4 months ago. I got this on a monthly. And it broke it with conviction, meaning the price went right through it. The volume was 327 million. So it's all there. And then this next space up here, that's considered ice also. So my take is that this thing's going to run to the 54, 55, and then, I suspect at that point it's going to have to build some cause, because the same with the big day. When this came down, it went from, 61 to 44 in only 1 month. So, we're into the buy right now, though. My take is that that's where it's going, man. You're in good shape, and I just hang right there, man. This is...
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically they run on earnings as well, or price per ounce, would you say?
Yeah, so let's see. So earnings are going to come out on the 24th of July. They're going to be looking to do, because they bought that Newcrest deal. That's why they got smoked so badly. But now Newcrest is going to add to them pretty dramatically because the price of gold went up so dramatically. So last year they took in $11.8 billion. They're going to look to take in $17.5 this year and $19 billion next year. So they're looking to do $4.2 billion this quarter. That's going to be $200 million more than last quarter, and bring 65 cents to the bottom line. So they got it going. They don't even have to. I guess they have to buy their way out of, which they've done with Newcrest. As to growth, because that's the only way they're getting growth right now, outside of copper. But copper, is something that's really growing. I mean, they only do 575 million in copper right now, but everyone in the gold business now wants to get in the copper business, because they feel like the electrification of the world is going to, copper's where it's at. So, I'd hang right there, man.
Okay, I'll hang on, buddy.
Hang on for the ride, because you're in right. When it's always cool when you can get in right. I remember it was vacillating in between there. You were down $3 or $4, and then all of a sudden, once it went back, though, man,
it was down $4,000.
Yeah. Well, now you're up 20, right? So
I'm up at 12.
12. Good.
12 grand.
Okay. Good.
All right, Tommy. Take care.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Yeah. I want to put AEM up again because I want to show you this ABC. These are, and it was so intriguing, man. Depending on how long you've been following this gold market, AEM used to be one of the strongest ones. Then it went to Barrick Gold. Then it went to, what was the last one? It was one other one. Now we're back to AEM again, which is just pretty wild. So if I put this on, put it on a 3-year weekly. Yeah, here's the ABC here. I mean, straight line move, man. And then we only did, it only did a 23% retracement. And your A to B on this is yeah, 27 points. So you got 63, 73, 83, 93, $90. And if you pull this up, you're going to see 89.23, I think is the high. Yeah, 89.23 is the high. So this is going. It's a big number, man. And they're coming out. When are they coming out? They're coming out with numbers July 31st. They're going to be looking to do $2 billion to the top line and 84 cents to the bottom line. Now, the difference, now, see, this is what gets interesting about AEM. See the difference in the growth prospect? AEM in Canada, Australia, and Mexico is growing by 26% a year. And then in Quebec, they're growing by 4.9% a year. Their gold business is growing by 9% a year. And their copper business is growing by 2.5%. Their zinc business is growing by 13% a year. So this is a big number. And then we had a question about Pan American Silver. I'd stay right there with Pan American. Now, the Pan American Silver gets interesting. This is a highly volatile stock, man. But when you're right on it, you're right. Yeah, watch this. I put this on a 3-year. This is a possible ABC up. So what you're looking for, if you're in Pan American Silver, you're looking the A to B set up. And it's a beauty. The 20, I'll call it 23. Yeah, you get $10. That's the bottom line. That'll give you $29.37, and you're at $22.58. Now this is what you need. On the weekly, you're going to be looking at 30 million. So let's see what we got here. I don't think we're going to do today's Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to get that just yet. The 30 million, but wait till it gets there. Because if you get it, I then the bottom line is that you get a nice ABC up. What did I say? 30 was the price tag. We'll put this on. Yeah, see, because this broke the downtrend too. And that broke it with conviction too. See that? That broke it with conviction. That's actually saying, yeah. I see. You know what's interesting here? This is saying, what is the beginning of the range? Yeah, the beginning of the bigger range is 28 in this. See, a lot of these are going to go to the beginning of trying to break into the top range, folks. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors. For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter. A must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow. Dow's up 290 right now. Nasdaq's up 195. S&Ps are up 46. And don't forget, folks, okay, we have the Tiger Dollar Sale going on. Tiger Dollar Sale, we do this a couple times a year. You save up to 40%. So you can come over to our website at TFNN. You can make your choices of what you'd like to get. The max is, buying 1,500 Tiger Dollars, you get 2,100. They're totally transferable. They're good for all products at TFNN. They have no expiration date. So check it out. This is going on for about another 10 days. As I said, we do it a couple times a year, and it's a great way to save money getting any and all of the products at TFNN. So let's go take a look at as we keep climbing on the NYSE. You can see, we haven't done 1 billion shares now in over 2 weeks, which is pretty wild. Yesterday we're at 832. Today we're at 382. But there'll be another 500 million in there coming into the close. We go to the Nasdaq. We take a look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq's been hitting look at this. So the Nasdaq today, we're going to do some volume on this, man. Yesterday we did 4.9. We're at 4.4 right now. And just as the, S&Ps, the NYSE, they're going to throw volume in this coming into the close. So let's just look at this composite for a second. Boy, that is one move. So from April 16th, we've just put 3,000 points in the composite. With literally, here, watch when do you see this? 1, that's 4. What I'm doing here, I'm going to count the days that were down from that. I get 4, 7, 10, 11. There's only been 11 down days out of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, oh my God. 11 down days out of like 60. Monster number. It's pretty incredible, actually. Now, let's go take a look at Intel. And Jacob has been doing an amazing job doing my show, and I want to thank him in a monster way. And I heard him talking about Intel. And, the Intel deal, folks, okay, what this is all about is that people are fishing for, what else is going to, start getting some action because of the AI? And, what is so, I think they're going the right way here. Intel was an equity that got crashed from $69, down to $24. And it's grinding into, it has a huge amount of resistance. That being said, what does happen is that there's going to be a lot of openings for chip stocks, period. You don't talk about Intel like we used to talk about Intel, 10 or 20 years ago. There's no doubt about that. That being said, you can see why when I put these numbers up. Look at these numbers. This is what IBM used to look like. In a 3-year basis, right? I'm just going to do this 3. Every segment of every country is contracting. China is contracting by 3% a year. The United States by 2.75. I don't know why they get Singapore up there. They do 7% a year, and Taiwan is 5% a year. Contraction. 5 years ago, Intel did 77 billion. This year they do 55. Oh, want to see something crazy? Here, look at this. Samsung. I'm going to bring this up in Korea because you got to see this. Because I was looking at this. Okay, so let's bring it up in Korea. Because you want to... Oh, I see, okay. I got to convert this. That's all right, I want to bring it up because I want to show you in the chip business how crazy you can go from a vicious loss to a huge gain. This is one of the biggest gains they ever had. Oh, I see, because it was thrown into this. Yeah, so what happened is that when I'm looking at these numbers, it's thrown into the same quarter. They had a huge, make a long story short, they had a huge loss, right? But then when they had the gain was like 7 times the loss. That's how much this whole market came back, which was just unbelievable. Yeah, you can see from year over year. Last quarter, okay, so here it is. Last quarter they did, let's say be the yuan, I believe. They did 206, I'm not sure it's thousands or hundreds of thousands. And then this year, yeah, it's 5 times the amount. 5 times the amount. You know, you talk about a rebound. That is about as heavy as it gets, rebound-wise. I mean, pretty incredible, actually. There's no doubt about it. Now, if we go to Europe, this is where this also gets interesting. That the aspect of, if we take a look at the DAX, you know, the DAX as the Dow, this is, you know, it's right, not far off its highs. That being said, though, they've had a lot of big down days, man. And then, you know, they're snapping back. But, you know, the high on the DAX is, 18,890. Now, you're only 500 points off it. Let me make sure that's the all-time high, though. Yeah, it's the all-time high. It's having a hard time holding price up there, though. And Europe is a different animal than us. There's no two ways about that. It's not even close. What has happened is that, especially with we go over the yen, the amount of money that's coming into the U.S. because of the U.S. dollar and the stock market just doesn't stop, man. You know, 161 yen. And we take a look at this. Just go back. Watch this. Just going back 5 years. This is pretty incredible. So, look at this, man. No wonder why everyone's going to Japan. So, 4 years ago, the yen was at 103. Now you're at 161. Think about that for a second. That is unbelievable. That really, I mean, you're not talking about a third world country here. You're talking about a beautiful country. It's amazing, man. Let me just look at that. I'm going to go back 10 years, just to curious. No, that's the number, so that's the lows, yeah. Not the lows, but par is the number. You talk about losing buying power. That is losing buying power, folks, in just a monster way. And we'll go to the place that I think everyone better stay out of, and that's the small caps. So the IWM's of $1.73 today, you know, which is $1.73, no doubt about that. That being said, guess what? There's nothing here, man. You know, this is a market all about large caps, all about who has the most amount of money. And, you know, the thing that's amazing is that the aspect of, like, my take is that, let's say $100,000 in cash today, because of, not the stock market, but because of other things that are on sale right now is really worth a couple $100,000. If you're buying assets. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
The stock market is a delicate interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter. A must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN. Educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com and hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com and hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. They're going to run it into the close. Get the Dow up 422, NASDAQ up 210, S&P's up 53. Let's just go look at the S&P for a second. Intra, look at this. So yeah, see. So what this is, what has happened, folks, is that we're up so high, and I can see why. People are starting these days off and they're short in the market, and you can see these two bars right here. I mean, that's the closeout that they're saying, okay, and these are probably shots just for today anyway. But the bottom line is that you can see that they're saying, nope, I better get out of here, particularly before the CPI, because the CPI will move the market tomorrow. And we'll see where it stands in contrast as to where Powell thinks it has to be in order to basically get these rate cuts at least starting. What has happened is this. I don't know if there's plenty of people, but there's a lot of people. Now, I'm not talking the stock market. I'm talking that is inside the real estate market right now. They actually think that rates are going to get drop dramatically. And that's the wrong way to think about this, folks, okay? I think rates are going to drop, but I'm talking about only in the context of a year and a half, it's probably only 1% to 1.5%, We're not going back to, this 2%, 1% deal. And you can see that in the context of, I remember when our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, he was talking about years ago now, the Japanese, going down dramatically, which they did. He called that like beyond belief. And now even the Japanese, they get inflation going. So if the Japanese they needed inflation. They need inflation to get off there because they save too much money, okay? But the bottom line is that my take is that you're only going to back down, percent and a half. The most I see. So, until 8:30 tomorrow morning, okay? Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night. Have a safe night. Come visit Tommy Jacob tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. They'll walk you right through this market. The CPI will already be out. The jobless number's going to be out. Got some action here. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one.